Manchester City versus West Ham. Now, these are the two things I derived from that game. It's either Manchester City are back on form and performing the way we usually know, or West Ham are just easy to score because looking at the score line, I'm not surprised, but the only thing that shocked me is the elementary mistakes West Ham defenders were making in that game. I'm going to talk about the game and also talk about the performance of Moahmmed Kudus. Moahmmed Kudus in the second half, he was done. He was over. He really did not even have his day. He only played well in the first half. The second half, he was a shadow of himself. And I know that Junior Lupiteki saw that and took him out very quickly in the game. So guys, we are going to jump into the game. But before I do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into the game. Manchester City versus West Ham. Manchester City have their own problems this season. Same for West Ham. They also have their own problems this season. But then when both of them started playing, it looked like West Ham had more bigger problems than Manchester City. Because looking at the way the first half went, I was expecting, because the first 10 minutes, I was expecting West Ham to score a goal or two. They played very well in the first 10 minutes. Somerville and Moahmmed Kudus were the biggest threat for West Ham. They played so well in the first 10 minutes. But then after they conceded the goal, that was it. That was it. The whole team lost focus. They lost rhythm. And I don't know what happens to these players, and I don't know what happens on the technical bench. But then West Ham, this season, they have a bigger problem. See, Manchester City have a problem. We have been talking about it. Teams have been scoring them. I even call them the whooping boys of the English Premier League. But today, West Ham have showed me that it's easier to score West Ham than to score Manchester City. It's easier. Taking a look at that West Ham setup, it is easier to score them. Their defenders will always make mistakes. Their defenders were always making mistakes in the game. And Julian Lopetegui, I won't be surprised there if the next two games you see his job, being put on the line, because currently what is happening at West Ham, it is no good. This is not Man City at full strength. This is not the Man City we know. The Man City that would play you all. This is not that Man City. This is a Man City that is weakened. This is a Man City that all the teams are trying to, beat. But West Ham alone have made it easy. If you take a look at the way Manchester City played in this game, you ask yourself if they even have a problem this season. Because they played very well. They played so well. In my own opinion, the elementary mistakes from the defenders cost the team. Because they were getting dispossessed so quickly. They were not defending very well. They were losing focus. And every single time, Erling Haaland, Savino, Folding, Divine was always a threat against them. And it was just evident. If you take a look at the scoreline, no one should tell you that. But then let's talk about Moahmmed Kudus in that game. In the first 10 minutes, Moahmmed Kudus and Somerville, they were the ones making things happen for West Ham. But then unfortunately, after the first half, in the second half, Moahmmed Kudus was quiet. I don't know if Man City were able to have a plan or they devised a plan to keep Moahmmed Kudus quiet, or it's just that Moahmmed Kudus did not get his day. Because honestly, I think the best player from West Ham is Somerville. He was the one trying to make things happen. I just believe that I think Man City, in a way, they know Moahmmed Kudus is also a threat. They tried to, calm him down. But anytime he had the ball, there were players around him. He had limited time to even think on the ball, to even think of dribbling or even passing. And it made it very difficult for him to, play very well in that game. But because of that, he did not play the full 90 minutes. I'm not going to blame him too much. He did not get his day. But I just believe that West Ham, the defenders are causing the team too much. And I don't know who, coaches the defenders. In every team, they have that departmental coaches. The West Ham departmental coach for the defense needs to be questioned because the rate at which they concede goals is alarming. And Moahmmed Kudus can do whatever he can. Falco can do whatever he can. Somerville can do whatever he can. But if the defenders cannot keep the opponent out, it's going to be very difficult. Today, Moahmmed Kudus did not play well. I'm not going to come here and hype him over a performance that did not go well. He did not get his day. He did not get his day, and I believe that. See, if I'm a player, I don't want to. If I'm a player, I don't want to even be in the shoes of Mohammed Kudus, because Mohamed Kudus playing every day, you could see the player is not even happy, because anytime he gets the ball, there is no structure, there is no system that is going to help him support the way he wants to play. You understand? So if I'm a footballer, I don't want to be in Mohamed Kudus' shoes. I want to be in a Liverpool team, or in a Chelsea team, or in an Arsenal team, soft life. You understand? When I get the ball, players are moving, players know what to do. My defenders are capable, they're doing what they have to do. I just feel sorry sometimes for Mohamed Kudus anytime I see him play. And it's been a while I've seen Mohamed Kudus. He's playing football, then he's smiling. Every time the guy is serious and he's frowning, because he's not getting it his way. As a footballer, you will never be happy. You get my point. You will never be happy if things are not going your way. And Mohamed Kudus, today, he did not get his day. I'm not going to talk too much about his performance. I just want to show you his performance, his statistics, so that you appreciate the way he played today for West Ham against Manchester City. He played 70 minutes, and then he was substituted out of the game. I'm just going to give you his statistics and numbers very quickly. He played 72 minutes. He had a total touch of 30. Accurate passes completed 19 out of 19, accumulating to 100%. One key pass. Shot off target 2. He did not get any shot on target. Dribble attempted successful 0. That is wild, because whilst watching the game, I think he completed some couple of dribbles, but then it wasn't recorded here. Ground balls 1-0. Area balls 1-0. He was rated 6.1. I mean, as I said, Mohamed Kudus did not get his day. We are not going to come here and go and fool anybody. He did not get his day today. But I just believe that me as a player, I will not want to be in Mohamed Kudus' shoes, because anytime he had the ball, you could see there was no structure, there was no movement. It was like there was no one to even give the ball to. And every time he had to, think on the ball. Man City were very quick. Anytime Kudus was on the ball, they already rushed him, and I mean, they were trying to neutralize him every single time. But so, guys, this is my own takes on Mohamed Kudus' performance today. It did not go the way we want it to be, but then, I mean, we just hope for the better. We want to see Mohamed Kudus do well in the next game for West Ham. Today, it just did not go well. Conceding like 4 goals. Man, that is too much. That is too much. Now, let's talk about Antoine Semenyo very quickly. He played or started for Bournemouth today as Bournemouth face off with Everton. Everton are the ones having the strongest defense in the English Premier League. And Semenyo's Bournemouth played today against them. Semenyo started that game. And in fact, they scored a goal, in the second half. But then Semenyo played very well in that game. I just want to take you through his statistics and numbers so that you appreciate the way he played. He was rated 7.0 by SofaScore. He played the full 90 minutes. He had a total touch of 47, accurate passes completed 23 out of 28, accumulating to 82%. One key pass, one big chance created, shot on target 1, shot off target 1, shot on target 3. If you take a look at his crosses successful 0, long ball successful 0. He was rated 7.0 by SofaScore. He wasn't bad on the day. At the end of the day, what is important is that they did not lose the game. So Semenyo is still helping his team as best as he can. And guys, this is the update I have for you concerning these two players who featured for, their club side today in the English Premier League. The next game is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal. Tariq Lamptey is not starting I'm sure he's going to start from the bench, because Veltman is back, and also Thomas Partey is starting today, but then playing as a right back. So after that game also, we'll make sure to bring you updates live here on SportsCornerGH. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we will vibe.